An extra 535 gold.
And we are live. Very cool. Killer.
535.
So you got 535.
Because
there music?
that was
There's going to be, yes.
because that was money
Hello,
from.
everybody. Welcome to the table. I'm in a
Hello,
new
we're
spot, so
we're
I'm sorry
doing
for echoing.
finances.
We are currently doing finances and stuff, so we're just kind of
filing
hanging
our
out.
taxes.
Your favorite part of D&D, aside from shopping?
Wait,
finance,
mute yourself.
bookkeeping.
Moss, let's just talk to the audience. Hello, everybody that's
Sure.
watching this. We deeply appreciate you.
Yeah.
This will be the only
absolutely.
thing that we keep in the YouTube video from this prelude because we're just waiting for Gab to get back. But you
Just
guys
waiting for
rock.
Gab to get back. Yeah, we should definitely cut out all the shit. We have. I think we still have 64, which is
64
my favorite
subscribers.
number. Which is just like, it's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool that people are watching this and people are like into this. And like, thank you so much for spending your time with us. I hope it's relaxing. I hope this is a safe space for you because Lord knows we need as many of those as we can get around here these days. And just like, truly, like as we say at the beginning of every episode, welcome to the table. Come sit down. Have a blast.
Hell yeah, 100%. And it just is so wild that people are engaging with the videos and the shorts because it just like we really do love doing this so much, and the idea that other people that aren't even playing are having a good time is wonderful. So thank you. Yeah, so
sorry.
we're gonna jump in feet first, then we're gonna go from there, and then we're gonna see what in the world her and Rahi were up to. Sound good?
We just walk in and they're like making out. We just slowly close the door. We're like,
I hate
okay,
you.
fuck you. Now kiss me, you asshole.
Okay, but with that deep and cleansing breath, then we can hop right in. Sound good?
Yes.
Okay, everyone please join me. And we can begin. Welcome back to the world of the palm and the fist, specifically the palm, specifically the arbor. Last we left off. Some grand reveals were made about a sea titan, weapons of gods, ancient treasures, factions all gunning for them, and then we have Rochi, or formerly Rochi, now Morchi, who after talking with Tior Fedorov, a wonderful scholar slash archaeologist slash anthropologist from Frisian, and learning that they need to win the Battle of the Bards to obtain Tholthod Itur's loot, which they believe to be one of these godly weapons, they realize that they have some loose ends to tie up in the Arbor before then. One of them being killing a man named Otto Wavebreak, Phoebe Goldtooth Squall's ex-husband, Phoebe being the leader of a thieves guild. Well, now 2 thieves guilds, and a woman that Morchi definitely wants to have on their side. But Cowrie learned that Cowrie, upon learning that name, realized that her and Otto Wavebreak have history, as as their captain and Otto are good friends, and Cowrie has met with Otto many a time, and so this has gotten much more complicated. Upon reading that name and upon showing that note to everybody else, Cowrie, heart fluttering from the shock of learning that they might have to kill someone that they are pretty good friends with, throws up all of the contents of their stomach and passes out onto the ground. And that's how we're gonna deal with Cowrie. It was that or kidnapping. So
Can I try to catch them before they fall?
give me either a strength check or a dex check to see if you can catch them.
I don't have my character sheet open.
Oh,
Fuck.
no.
Fuck.
Oh god, oh god.
Oh god.
Nice Jennifer Coolidge impression.
I don't have my. Oh god. Okay, what's the check you need?
Incredible.
Roll the hit.
That's gonna be a short for sure.
What do you need?
I need either a dex check or a strength check to see if you can catch him.
Catch your girl. Does Cowrie uses they them, right?
They,
Or she,
them,
her?
she, her. I think it's a mix.
Okay.
To do a dex or strength, you say?
Yes.
Just check?
Yeah,
or,
just a check, yeah.
10.
With a 10, I'm going to say that you are able to, like, kind of, as Cowrie empties the contents of their stomach, and then you realize that this probably is a combination of them being understandably anxious about this new assignment, but also, they drank a hell of a lot last night, or sorry, 4 hours ago, and they might be like just starting the process of a hangover as they're still walking around, and so vomiting everything onto the floor, you're able to catch Cowrie's head before it contacts with the sand, as Cowrie just fully passes out a little bit. Gab's back. Hello, Gab.
Yeah.
Cowrie's
Apologize
out.
for the long delay.
You are all good. It's okay.
That's-
That's something that we can
just
fix
started.
in post. So yes. As Cowrie hits the ground, I'm gonna say as Tior is standing there with Olive, Delilah, and Mud. As you realize that Cowrie's probably going to be out of it for at least a couple hours, you guys remember that one of the things on your to-do list is to meet Gilligan, the head of Whole Stuff, who is opposed who's opposed to Maury Rack, who you guys are kind of have a tentative relationship with. And her, we're going to get to you in 1 second, okay? Perfect.
Sorry, I'm just writing my notes that Cowrie threw up.
Cowrie threw up.
Mom, I flew up.
Well, it's not like Miss Goldtooth Squall had a deadline on killing her ex-husband, so perhaps we make a pit stop, visit Gilligan.
Where are we go? What? Wait, what? Where
He's
are we
the
gonna-
head roll of Whole Stuff, right?
Yes,
Drew?
Whole Stuff.
He's oh my goodness! Neither of you are none of you are from here. Okay, follow me. I will lead the way. He's the head roll of Whole Stuff. I will lead the way. Don't worry.
Why are we going to see? Oh, okay, we're going.
Well, it's complicated. I will explain along the way.
Bye, Cowrie.
I'm walking them along with me.
Oh.
Since I caught them.
I thought we were gonna have them lie down.
Though no, it is not safe to leave them by themselves.
Tior actually walks over and goes, hello? I can see that your friend has emptied the contents of her stomach onto the ground. Would you like it if I can actually carry them around if you wish?
Inside check. This
go
man
ahead.
doesn't look
Yeah,
strong.
no problem.
This man doesn't.
Oh no,
look strong.
So Tior, for those, because I don't know if I ever gave him like a proper description. Tall, like maybe like 5'10", 5'11", very thin, only maybe like 130 pounds. It seems like he is very scholarly. Now I'm not trying to be insulting, but it seems like he spends a lot of time reading books, not like a lot of time doing combat drills or hard labor.
He's never pumped that iron.
No, honestly, yeah.
8 insight.
8 insight. Anybody else doing an insight, or is that just it?
Sure. Hey, not bad. Hang on, sorry. 16.
16. Tior, Mud, you just kind of go, Olive, you're like, Tior's taller than you, and Tior might be strong in it, because Cowrie's also very small. Again, buck 10, soaking wet.
true.
But Mud, you get the sense of like Tior probably has a magical solution to this rather than a physical one.
Wait, okay, whatever.
Okay. Tior goes over to Cowrie and quickly flips open his spellbook and goes, I learned about this in a gnomish temple about maybe 6 months ago. And you see that his notebook, like his archaeological, like anthropological notebook, acts as his spellbook. And you watch as he flips to a page and casts the words off of the page, and as they strike into the chest of Cowrie, you're able to watch as Cowrie, snoring and just kind of curled up on the sand, begins to. And Cowrie begins to shrink down to about a quarter of her size as Tior has just hit them with an enlarge reduce spell and has reduced her to 1/4 size. And Tior walks over to the small Cowrie, maybe the size of like an infant, picks up Cowrie and puts them into his side bag. There we go.
Cool.
Are they safe like that?
Yes. Now, admittedly,
How long does it last?
about oh shit. I believe it will last for about an hour, but I will be able to cast it again at the time that it is over.
And you learned this 6 months ago?
Yes.
Fascinating. Can we walk and talk about that?
Of course we can, yes. And Tior, Olive, Delilah, and Mud begin walking toward the District of Whole Stuff. I'll just say, Olive, if you want to ask maybe like one question to Tior, if anyone wants to ask Tior anything, you definitely can, before you guys start heading over to Gilligan.
For the sake of in-game, I will just like turn over my shoulder to Mud and Delilah. It's a bit complicated complicated why we want to meet with Gilligan, but Rahi mentioned that her and herself will be there, so perhaps we can meet them on the way, and her can probably explain it better than I can.
Okay.
Okay.
Might as well take up the rear.
Sure.
Just.
So how did you learn that spell, Mr. Fedorov? How long did it take you?
Well, so I think I need to talk about a little bit about what my current mission is, I guess, just kind of traveling around. I go to one of the floating cities. I actually was a student within one of the universities of Primus. However, after I completed my studies, my father and my mother wanted me to take up a noble position in one of the Duke and Duchess houses of Primus. However, I did not find myself attracted to any of the suitors that they presented me with, and so I struck up an agreement that I would go on an anthropological mission and an archaeological mission for the country of Frisian as a whole, with government, I guess you could say, funding. Which is how I've been able to pay you so liberally for, all of your efforts. And I've been able to go to the different mercenaries and adventurers and have them bring me to different archaeological sites, ancient constructs, ancient temples, things of that sort, and that is where I met you, having paid your party to escort me to PERILE Fortress, as we all know.
Is Frisian like a wealthy place?
It depends where you go. I would say the floating cities are very technologically advanced, and they are...
Wait, what?
The floating cities. Frisian.
That fucking... Hey, I need to get out more.
So it's a very big world.
It is a very big world, and I intend to see all of it.
That is fascinating, Mr. Fedorov.
But just to, I guess, to more directly answer your question, I was on an archaeological/anthropological excursion to the eastern section of Horcry, where within the southern section of the Pines Labyrinth, I was able to find a gnomish temple, which was fairly open they were gnomes who were living inside of large sequoia-esque trees, and they were very happy to meet me, and I was very kind, and they decided to let me see some of their temples, and so I saw their temples, and so I learned the enlarge reduce spell.
But like, you're outside your country, so like,
yes.
What do they expect you to find?
Well, Frisian has a very comprehensive university system that involves history and arcana and technology and all sorts of educational matters. And what my job, and I say job with quotations because it's more of a passion of mine, is to find information about other countries. Not militarily, nothing that would compromise government, but just find histories, as we are an educated people.
Civilization is fucking weird, dudes.
I have seen many. I would completely agree.
Yeah.
Very, very fascinating.
Thank you. And I appreciate the fact that not only do you appreciate my work, but you have agreed to allow me to travel with you. If for only the present, as you are all the most important people I've ever met.
Not besides the prophecy, or
Not me though. Woo.
Well, you're all incredibly kind, but yes, in terms of the prophecy, I mean. But I am also happy to have you as traveling companions.
Us as well, Mr. Fedorov.
Tior nods, and you guys continue to hold stuff. Any other questions for Tior? Okay. Excellent. You guys are able to traverse the streets of Livenleen, able to cross over the main road of Ubhav. Now traveling east, you have Capshore to your north, and through the towering buildings and the overlapping streets, you're able to just see maybe 3-4 miles away the shore, and you're able to hear the gentle sound of waves splashing up against the shore. As you travel east into Holstuff, would anybody mind if I gave a description of Holstuff as you enter inside?
Yes, please.
Okay. Let me switch up the music then. We all having a good time?
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. Make sure the audio's all good. Audio's a little bit low. Give me 1 second. Well, that's absolutely perfect. And I'll fiddle it. Exactly. Also, in this little interim before Moss gets back, we have a new rule. If I say for more than 1 second, you all get 1 temp HP. And that applies. So if I go then you guys get 1 temp HP, and I will police myself and police you, and I hope you guys will police me as well.
I'll start an count at the top of my notes.
That
we already
is
have 6 temporary HP gap, by the way, because of this.
Oh.
no, it does not carry
No,
over
that was
between
from
games. Go fuck
Allatour.
yourself.
Oh shit! Yeah. Whoops.
Moss!
I thought you meant this session. I was like, I didn't even notice.
Moss has been doing
forgot.
it internally. Okay, I'm just gonna give a quick description of whole stuff, and then we're gonna go from there. Sound good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you've all been on ships before. Some for better reasons than others, but you are all aware of what the day-to-day life on board a seafaring vessel entails. It's work. It's constant work, repetitive work, rigging that needs to be adjusted, loosened, and tied off, decks that have to be swabbed, sides of the hull that need to be scrubbed of barnacles and rot, sails that need to be patched up, courses need to be set, and the stock of goods within storage must be closely monitored. If it is possible, take that environment of close quarter hustle and bustle and allow it to grow and expand into a building, into a block, into a neighborhood, into a district of a city. Not for living, but for work, work, work. Whole Stuff presents itself to you as a collection of warehouses as tall as they are wide, huge wooden gates being opened to expose monumental stores of basic yet important materials. Wood, stone, ore, rope, seeds, glass, paint, sand, and liquor either wait patiently within these buildings, their opportunity to serve this incredible capital not yet upon them, or they move faster than hundreds of pounds of materials have any right to. And this is because as you move deeper into the district, perfectly proportioned shadows are cast across the interlocking streets as seawater begins gently spraying into your face. As you look up from the everyday hustle and bustle of a plethora of species all riding wagons, carts, and carriages full of supplies from one hold to the next, you're able to see containers made of wood, suspended high above you by vines, piloted by apelings. Just like their pilots, these containers swing from side to side, forward and backward, being connected and disconnected from suspension ropes and vines as a way to move great quantities of belongings from point A to point B with expediency. Below you, you realize that where the sand and dirt of a normal city street should be, you see canals filled with fresh seawater shuttled in from a dam far off to the northeast. Grung and plasmoids work in teams to keep the currents flowing properly, as longboats filled with supplies begin to travel under high bridges that you are traveling across. Finally, off in the distance, you're able to see the largest palm tree you've spotted so far in the Arbor. Its massive leaves casting shadows all across a large lake surrounding it. But even this lake has chores to do, for all around it you're able to see boats filled to the brim with all manner of materials, traveling through it like a roundabout in our own world. These boats are preoccupied with finding their preferred canal and steering themselves to their intended destination. Within this palm tree so thick and wide at the center of this lake, carved into its peak before it explodes off into its leaves, you see an empty throne made of dozens of different kinds of wood. A throne which would safely sit a large manor house. A throne designed for a giant ape. A throne designed for Gilligan, so that he may look over the center of this district, which is known as the Aquestruct. In this district, you won't find libation, you won't find relaxation, or any obvious advertisements of vice. As you take all this in, you realize that this district's only objective is to keep track of a whole lot of stuff. Whole stuff. Welcome to Whole Stuff, everybody. It's just words all smushed together.
That's what every single district is. It's so good.
Her.
Hello.
As one group enters Whole Stuff, you're already there. Right now, picking up from where we left off with you, you are being held by basically like the nape of your clothing. Leather straps. It's not harming you, it's just a way of kind of suspending you. And above you, you're able to see Rahi Liha. Storm cloud wings wide out to either side. And as you are flying through the district of a Whole Stuff and you're dodging these shipping containers being flung around you, Rahi is throwing you up and dropping you and catching you and weaving around these things. You're able to sense that kind of in your skin, like goosebumps. You feel that your hair is standing up. And you look to the sides, and even in the whipping wind, as tears are brought to your eyes, you're able to watch those kind of like strands of your hair are electrified. But you understand that no magical powers are being cast by you right now. And as you look up, you're able to see Rahi's wings like Tesla coils let off some energy, and you're able to see all of the energy is pointed in one direction. It's like a magnet drawing you in. And you don't know what you're approaching, but you understand that there's a connection and you're being drawn to it. As you are weaving throughout this kind of like shipping district streets, do you say anything to Rahi or any words exchanged?
Are we going in the direction of wherever the lightning's pointing us to?
Yes, you get the sense that not only is it like a skin and a physical, I guess you could say, like condition that's currently on top of you, it's kind of just like a gut feeling, you know, like when you're approaching something that's gonna not benefit, but I guess like something that you're supposed to see or supposed to interact with. Make sense?
All right. Cool. With us going up and down and like left and right and all this arcane magical stuff happening to my body, can I roll for nausea?
Yeah, give me a quick con save.
Oh, with that, missed the die. Oh, that one.
Oh, excellent. Okay, I need you to roll me a d10, please.
Oh, gee.
And give it to me with advantage.
With advantage.
Roll a d10?
Yes.
I believe I did that. Cool. Oh, they both are sevens.
Both sevens? You are in the air for maybe 5 minutes. You throw up 7 times. as you are it's just involuntarily coming out of you.
No.
These poor workers just do their job and
Yeah, you're able to watch as apelings and plasmoids and grung and like frog-esque people. It's like well, you know, my wife is having another one. It like lands. Just disgusted, absolutely.
Oh my god.
Does Rahi say anything?
Yeah, Rahi looks down to you and goes, "We've done this so much. How is your body not used to this?"
I think I don't respond. Like my face is just like all green instead of blue.
Vomit dripping off of your mouth.
Yeah, nothing good.
I just imagine you like being like, you know how like lions will pick up their young by like the scrub, just
No. Your clothing is covered in vomit. You gotta take a rinse off. As Rahi looks down and you're hungry now. Rahi looks down and goes, "Well, I guess when you got your mind wiped, you lost your muscle memory too." And as you continue flying.
Cool. I guess like later on I'll turn to her and go, "Where are we going?"
As you kind of look up to her, you say that. Rahi goes, "I haven't been to this district much, so I don't know my way around that well, but I think we're going there. And she points forward ahead of her as she's flying through the sky, and you're able to look forward. And what you're able to notice is, in order to have this like elaborate canal system within Whole Stuff, the district kind of worked at an angle for maybe like a mile or two, and the district, it's not noticeable when you're inside of it, but given you're kind of higher up, kind of beneath the palm trees, the district has kind of been dug out in a way where it sits maybe, I would say maybe 100 yards lower than the rest of the city does. And the reason for that is at the shoreline, where you would normally see like boats docked, for a good maybe half mile, right when the palm trees begin to end. You guys have been, Rahi can fly quick, and so you guys are approaching like the district's end, and you're able to see that where kind of like these large warehouses are kind of stored up, like several ports leading out with ships coming in, kind of like exchanging these goods, you're able to see a large wooden dam cut from like palm wood, essentially. It's about maybe 100 yards tall, and you're able to see on little gaps cut into the dam, you see seawater pouring in to function this canal system. And you guys are approaching this dam. I don't have a cool name for the dam. I probably will at one point, but I don't have it right now. So and you get the sense that that's where you're headed.
Okay. Is there any like, I guess like, I mean, I'm assuming that it has some sort of like electric to power the city, but is there anything coming off of it that's noticeable?
So
why we're being pulled there?
So while you know that like certain, I would just say like because you've been walking around for a while and you've been picking this up, you know that in this world like steam technology is possible, and certain more complex machinery like Warforged and like netlocks is possible. You don't get the sense though that there's anything that complicated inside of this dam. You don't get the sense that there's like some kind of hydroelectric motor, because again, you also got to remember this city doesn't even have a sewer system, so there's no chance they have widespread electrical systems as well. Make sense?
Yeah. Cool. All right. I'll silently be in Rahi's grasp as we continue forward.
Okay. Rahi continues to fly you towards this dam. And right before, because again, like the palm trees have to end somewhere, right as like the palm trees are about to end, I would say maybe a tenth of a mile away from the dam, she flies you both into a small little hovel, kind of drilled into the palm tree. The same one that she was hiding in back when she saw you at the Triple F Tavern. As you guys kind of plant yourselves on the small little, I guess you could say like stoop right outside of the drilled inward home or room. You guys aren't like inside of anyone's like private house. This is clearly like meant for like apelings to climb up and get inside. Like normal people aren't supposed to get up here, and you guys kind of are able to kind of like stoop yourselves on this little ledge. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a perception check with advantage as you look at the dam.
I'm gonna. Do we have coins?
Yes, we do.
We have coins. I'm flipping my coins.
Also, cantrips are bonus actions.
Yes.
Yes, I knew that. Perception, 12.
It's with advantage?
Yep, unfortunately.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest with you right now, Gavin. I'm gonna have you as a player make a decision.
Okay.
With a 12, you're able to see two figures moving atop the dam. It looks like main construction forces have kind of taken off for the Full Moon Festival. It doesn't seem like there are that many people working on the dam, and you also notice that like kind of getting up there would be difficult from a land-based approach. And you're able to see two figures are walking on top of the dam, get to about the middle of it, and they begin moving away from each other a bit. And I can't give you much more information. You're about a tenth of a mile away. So again, these are like small dots, like not on the horizon, but like kind of far away. Yeah. Would you like to make another perception check with disadvantage, or would you like to approach?
Because like apes run this district too. From where I am, can I tell if they're on 2 legs or 4 legs while they're walking?
I'll say with the 12, you're able to see that they look like they're bipedal. But you've seen a lot of bipedal animal creatures, so that doesn't really narrow it down for you.
Alright. I'm gonna turn to Rahi. I'm gonna silently point it out. And I'm gonna say, do you think we should get closer to get a better look? But where... Okay, let me rephrase that. We should get closer to get a better look. However, I think we should do it stealthily. I don't think they're supposed to be there.
As Rahi looks down to her massive plate armor, she goes, "That's gonna be a little bit hard, but we can try."
Okay. Oh shit. You know what? Let me see. I'm just gonna turn to her and go, Rahi, stay right here. When I give you the signal is go forward. You will then fly to me. Otherwise, you stay right where you are.
Rahi, she plants herself, she kind of starts dangling her legs off the little poach and goes, "All right."
So I'm going to I'm gonna attempt to hop down the tree. We didn't get a long rest after our last session, did we?
No.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to climb down the tree and climb up another one.
So, here's an issue with that plan. Just so I can set the scene properly. You are at the edge of where the trees stop. So further towards the dam, there aren't any more trees. I will say there are warehouses below you that are a bit below where the top of the walkway of the dam is. If you wanted to approach, though, if you wanted to get a better look, and we can redo that perception check, you could climb up, because right now you're in a hovel in the trunk of the palm tree, but there are leaves above you stretching out maybe by about 50 yards towards the dam. Make sense?
Heck yeah, we're climbing up.
Okay. Would you like to use any spells for this, or are you going to try to just straight raw dog it?
Actually, I can. Because once a day I can levitate, so I'm just gonna levitate up, right? Because you can only move up and down. Correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I'll just say just to kind of tag team it between you guys. As you levitate, Rahi just kind of gets into a standard, like, she kind of crouches and puts her fingers interlocked. You're able to put your foot on her fingers, and she just and weightlessly you just begin to shoot up towards the leaf of the tree.
Great. So that should get me. Let me look how many feet. That gets me 60 feet.
60 feet? I will say that with 60 with Rahi's help is definitely able to get you up to the top of one of the palm leaves.
All right, perfect.
I
can redo that. Okay.
So to describe what happens, you are able to. That gets you your levitation stops, and then you just kind of and you just feel the leaf kind of move under your weight. And again, nighttime out, not great visibility, but the full moon is casting some light down. You're able to feel this is probably the biggest piece of nature you've ever seen before. And with each step, you're able to feel, it's almost kind of when you're at the edge of a trampoline going towards the center, it kind of as you get closer to the edge, it and it starts moving more and more. Make sense? Again, 50 yards towards, you get right to the edge, and at this point, you have to almost dig your fingers into the leaves, kind of stop yourself just from falling off. With that, give me another perception check with advantage, because you have the height advantage here.
Oh, that's a lot better. That is going to be a 19.
A 19. That's going to buy you a hell of a lot. You can see almost everything just with this distance here. But you can't hear anything, okay? You're able to see the two figures walking away from each other. And you're able to see everything else that happens, because not only does it happen in a wide area, kind of around these two figures, but it also produces light. A white, hot, almost blue, crackling light, as electricity is being summoned. You are able to see two taller figures. One of them's about 5'11", one of them's maybe 6'2", 6'3", and you're able to notice that although one of them steps almost silently, one of them moves in a much more brash way, as you hear, and with his warhammer is able to pound what look like rods, metal rods, into the top of the dam. And you're able to see Yorda and Skylar.
He's not sleeping.
I mother under my breath. What the fuck, Yorda?
You're able to watch as Skylar, like with the ball of her dagger, is able to and pound some of these metal rods in as well. After these metal rods have been pounded into the top of the dam, you're able to watch as Yorda and Skylar, they walk to two metal rods next to one another, and they both put their hand on top of the rod. When that happens, the natural light is cut by an artificial one. As between both of their hands, you see as lightning arcs from between them and connects in, basically causing like a circuit to be created between them. You then watch from each of their hands going out around this circle of rods. You're able to watch as it bounces around and connects on the last one. You're able to see besides the two that they are holding onto, there are 4 other rods that are planted in a circle, basically. So there are 6 rods total in a circle. Make sense?
Yeah. Does it look like it's damaging the dam?
Give me a quick investigation or perception check.
Investigation or perception check. A perception of 6, and I think I'm obviously not gonna see anything, but I think trying to figure that out and not being able to see anything, I'm gonna peek down over the leaf, and then do, and then do the.
So you give the signal.
Yeah.
Okay. I need to
I
need to do a stealth check for Rahi with disadvantage because of her plate mail.
Wait. Let me see if I can do anything to help.
Okay.
I think everything comes off of me, so I cannot do that.
Okay.
Never mind.
Go, Rahi, go. That is a... What would that be for her? That'd be a... Okay. Got it. When you're able to see, kind of like hang your head down, wings pop off her back, and she flies over to you. As she reaches you, she goes, "What?"
You remember Yorda?
Yeah.
Well, him and his little older sister are up there.
I don't know.
It doesn't matter. They might be damaging the dam. Can you get a better look?
She looks over to where Yorda and Skylar are and goes, yeah. As she, without you, right?
What?
Well, do you want to go with her?
No, I'm asking you right now. Can you take a look? Don't move.
Oh, you don't want me... So you don't want me to get any closer. You just want me to look from here.
Well, I want to make sure first. Maybe they're gonna attack us. I never thought he was the most trustworthy.
You know that we're following him? It'd be fine. I'll take a look right now. Yeah. She's gonna just take a look. Go, Rahi. That was a 22.
Oh.
Rahi looks over, and Rahi goes, un de toi, toi de un.
Okay, hurry the fuck up, Rahi.
Shut the fuck up. Maybe this will help. And she puts a hand onto your shoulder, and you're able to feel some of the current from her body jumps to yours and from yours to hers. And in this moment, like with your senses heightened, like a magical sense and a physical sense, because like your neurons are heightened in this moment from all the electricity, and it's almost like the world becomes clearer in a way because you have more brain space to, I guess, perceive it.
Okay.
When that happens, you're able to look, and this is where that, like, kind of as that lightning begins kind of arcing in between these pylons, you're able to watch as figures begin to appear behind the pylons. Not physical beings, mind you. They're more similar to the wraith that you remember from the Love Temple. It's not a one-to-one, but kind of like within these storm clouds and lightning bolts, it's not like a formless, like anger-filled being. You're able to see 4 other figures, and these 4 figures all begin to they manifest themselves in storm clouds and lightning. And then you're able to hear this. This is no perception check required. And even with like maybe your heightened senses, you can kind of pick it up a little bit better. You begin to hear and you begin to hear Leon speech. One that you cannot understand. How long do you stay here kind of like watching this encounter?
I want to say as soon as she clocks it, or like we both clock it, I want to go back down.
You want to go back down to like down to the little hovel space, or down to the
hovels, to the hovel space.
Got it.
So we can do a quick chit chat without them seeing it.
Give me a stealth check real quick.
Let me try my other dice, because my dice have been failing me today.
Give me a group check.
Okay, stealth. 13?
13? More than enough. As Rahi is able to just very quietly, because again, you're able to notice kind of like a lot of residual energy just gathering around these 6 figures. Rahi very delicately puts her hand around the back of your neck and just clumps up all of your clothing, and then just kind of drags you a little bit back to the base of the tree, and then wings allows her to glide down back to the hovel.
Perfect. I feel like when that happens, you know the meme where it's the dog in the fire building, the office building, and it's on fire, and like, this is fine. Her is making the same face, and internally is like, this is fine.
Rahi puts you down, and you guys can face and have a conversation with each other.
All right. I think we both clock the same things. So the one's definitely going to see us if we get close. It looks like, potentially. With the night vision, did you not see that? Are we on the same page?
Rahi kind of looks at you here, like her eyes are a little bit open, and I want you to give me an insight check with advantage.
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Rahi looks confused and honestly a little bit scared. And I'm going to say with a dirty 20, you realize that you look at her wings, which are still out, and you remember what you saw with this little meeting between Yorda and Skylar and some other Leonins. And you realize that those clouds that were forming the Leonin figures looked a hell of a lot like Rahi's wings. And Rahi looks confused and scared.
Okay. So it's similar. I looked at her like, so it's similar energy and power to you that they have? Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really understand it either. But yeah, that's the gist of it. Yeah.
All right. Are we going to go try and spy on them, or are we just going to let them be? Like,
what do you want to do?
I don't know. I kind of want more information, and he's not opening up about what he's doing here. He just showed up at the well, showed up trying to talk about electrical energy, trying to find me. Potentially was trying to find you, I think. I don't know. It just seems fishy.
I don't know, but he's the only person that's ever made me kneel. Which I don't understand. Because if you remember back when I first met you, I was so fucking furious at you. And I was aiming to kill. And he told me to kneel. I didn't. My wings did.
Okay. Okay, if you can control your wings, we can't fly.
That 20 insight, you see that Rahi is like, her face is kind of like twisting, as this is probably the first fight in her life that she's wanted to avoid.
Was that a command spell? I think you might be right.
It was a command spell, yes.
Rahi, we need to at least get closer to see what these are. I think that's what we gotta do. Even if it's overhead and we can just somehow get above them, I don't know. We don't need to fight them. Why would he want to fight us? He attracted us here. Let's think of some lie right now, so it doesn't sound like we're spying on them. Okay. All right. So we're not spying on them.
Yeah.
Our electric energy pulled us towards him.
Yes.
And we couldn't control it.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say what the fuck is going on, and then you can say everything else. And if I gotta start swinging, I will.
Fine, that works. All right, let's go.
Okay, so you want to go directly to whatever's happening there.
I'll turn to Rahi and be like, if we can get a little overview first and then hop right in, that would be great.
Okay, I'll get us as close to the center as possible.
Yeah.
Rahi.
Wait, if we are attacking, are we trying to attack? We're not attacking, are we?
If I have to start swinging, I will. I don't want to do that.
All right, let's go.
Okay, Rahi looks to you. Rahi's actually gonna make a quick. I'm gonna say it's gonna be a maturity check. I haven't busted these out in a while. That's a nat 20 for a maturity check. Rahi looks over to you and goes, Toi de un. Fuck you, Duke. Do you like it when I carry you by the back of your armor?
I don't care. Let's just go.
Would you prefer me to carry you under the arms?
Yeah, you know what? That'd be a lot more comfier. I'm like kind of choking.
Okay.
For that.
Okay. Yeah, don't push it. Okay, fine. And she comes up behind you. And again, Rahi being like a little. What's up?
I have never wanted two make-believe people to make out and make up so hard in my entire life.
Carry her bridal style.
Just like a Wattpad fan.
Just like old time.
Rahi comes up behind you. She kind of like hooks her arms like L's, like underneath both of your arms, and takes off. And this is much more comfortable for you. I thought you were gonna say something.
Nope.
Okay. And you want her to go right above it, right?
Yeah. First.
Okay. As you begin to fly towards this little gathering of Leonin, again, it's maybe 500 yards away, 400, 300. You're like maybe, I'm going to say at this point, you're probably, maybe 150 feet above them. Because you don't want to be noticed, correct?
Right.
You approach them, and suddenly you're able to, like, the rushing water of the dam goes from to as you kind of cross over that threshold, and like the noise stops kind of hitting you, and you are directly above their little gathering. As you're directly above their little gathering, I want you to give me an Arcana check with advantage.
Ooh. Arcana check of 15.
15?
With advantage?
Yeah, unfortunately. My one dice is only rolling 3s. I gotta stop using it.
Rahi, holding you under the arms, begins to, it just very gently begins to corkscrew down towards the center of this meeting spot. And with a 15, you feel that kind of like magnetic pull, that electrical pull towards this gathering is becoming stronger with each foot you go down. It was strengthening when you were getting closer to it, but now that you're descending towards it, it is unmistakable. And you get the sense that, like, something is building as you're getting closer to this spot here. You keep descending down. As you continue to descend down, you get maybe 50 yards away, 45 yards away, 40 yards away, 35. When you're about 30 yards away, maybe 9 stories up from the base of the dam. It happens instantly as you feel this energy reach the peak of the strongest you felt it before. And you realize at this point, as you kind of like crane your head down, that Rahi is holding you under the arms pressed to her chest. And you realize in this moment, as you kind of descend downward, that you can't pull yourself away from Rahi. And you realize that Rahi's arms are slowly kind of vice gripping their way around your shoulders. And it's getting to the point where it might be a little bit painful.
I'll like quietly whisper back, be like, Rahi, what are you doing?
You cannot talk. As you kind of look back to talk, you feel a force shutting your jaw right now. As you realize, as you're descending downward, the electrical current that's being generated by this is so strong, it's affecting the way that your muscles are operating.
Hey, can I do anything?
Give me a quick strength check, and I'm gonna say, give me a quick athletics check, actually, and I'm gonna say this is gonna be a DC 20.
Oh, there's no way. There's no way of a -1. Yeah, no. Mm-mm.
In this moment, as you kind of just like crane your neck up to look out of the sides of your eyes, you also realize that Rahi's wings are kind of locked in position to keep spiraling down. And they're also getting longer. And they're stretching out. At this point, you look down. Conversation is still going along. You hear... Again, Leonin speech. They have not noticed you yet, even as you're getting so close to them, as you're coming down from the top. As you continue to come down, Rahi is fighting with all of her might. You can kind of just with all of her, just trying to fight against whatever current's being caused here. And when you're 30 feet up from this, again, corkscrewing right over the center, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
And I can't even like convert sorcery points or do anything like
I'm going to say that you can do anything. You can do magical things that don't require movement right now. So if you want to convert sorcery points, you can do that.
But say I converted sorcery points, I wouldn't be able to like then use Misty Step to go somewhere.
Does Misty Step, what components does Misty Step require?
Let me look. Casting time, 1 bonus action, range self, instantaneous, briefly surrounded by silvery mist, you teleport up to 30 feet to an unoccupied space so you can see. But the components, it says V, so is that voice?
Vocal. I'll give you this. I'll give you this right now, okay? What's your performance modifier?
Oh my god.
Come
it's
on,
only a
come on,
+3.
+3?
Yeah.
I'll tell you this right now. Give me, before that con save, give me a performance check. I need you to beat I need you to meet or beat a 15. This has to be a 12 or higher on the die to Misty Step.
I rolled a 15.
You rolled a 15, exactly.
Yeah.
What do you mutter to go into Mist? So do you Misty Step like down? Do you Misty Step out? What do you do?
I'm gonna try. I guess I'm gonna try to go like out into a diagonal on the ground that I can.
So you want to get outside of this like circle or like this dome of energy, basically.
Yes.
Give me what do you say? Like what do you think her would say to cast this Misty Step?
Let me just do the sorcery points real quick. I think it's gonna be. I think I'm like almost trying to scream, like something, like obviously something's going wrong, and like I don't know why I'm not being able to, like, talk or say anything. So I think after all the screaming, I'm just gonna, like, this is my last resort, and all you hear is like this brief whisper that just says please, and then I like. Go.
Okay, 30 feet up. Towards the walkway of the dam, or do you want to go over the dam?
Towards the walkway of the dam, I guess.
Okay, excellent choice. As you you just enough that it counts technically in the rules of D&D. If you don't like it, Robocop will fuck you. Just saying, and you turn into storm clouds momentarily, and you appear 30 feet away from Rahi, and I'm going to say about 15 feet outside of this dome. And immediately as you before you begin to fall, you realize in this moment your arms are back, your legs are back, your muscles aren't contracted anymore. Okay?
Yeah.
As you are now outside of this sphere, Rahi is still locked up. You didn't take Rahi with you, you just got out.
Okay. Can I, like, speak again or anything?
You can speak? Yeah, certainly.
I'm just gonna scream Yorda at the loudest, possible thing that I can, like, as loud as I can.
Okay. You scream Yorda as loud as you can. Give me 1 second here.
Oh, fuck.
That was so many dice.
That was too many dice. Fuck.
Damn, Rahi's gonna divorce your ass again.
Divorce from life? Damn!
Okay. That would mean... Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, Drew, you're adding those dice to Rahi's hit points, right?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Do the temporary hit points work for Rahi too?
As you begin to scream Yorda, you're able to watch something very strange happen. I'm going to say no check required because you did get out of there. That was a very smart move. As something odd happens, very odd. The energy between all of these pylons, connecting them, meets at the center of the circle, and all of the storm clouds and electricity disappear. As it is sucked like a beam into the center of this circle, again, this is like maybe a tenth of a second, as it immediately arcs up into the sky and meets at a point. And you're able to watch as 6 of these pylons, all with its electricity, meet at a point, and that point is Rahi. You are then able to watch something very strange happen as a lightning bolt from a clear sky strikes down and meets Rahi in the center, as Rahi is hit with 39 points of lightning damage that she cannot have. As the lightning strikes into Rahi, you're able to watch as I can make another con save for her. Rahi takes that blast, and again, a thunder crack immediately. It's deafening. You're only, 30 feet away from where this lightning met? And the thunder kind of bashes you directly in the face and kind of sends you kind of like flying back. And again, you begin now flying backward, and you're falling in space towards the walkway of the dam. You're going to take damage from this when you hit the ground. Makes sense?
Yeah.
And you're able to watch as the energy meets at Rahi, the lightning bolt hits her like a conduit, goes through her back down into the pylons, and just as Yorda and Skylar are able to get their hands off of their own pylons, you're able to watch as all these pylons and shoot directly into the dam. And like rods coming from the hand of God are penetrate this thing probably from the top directly to the bottom. It's not great. Rahi takes that in. You watch as you think that she must have opened her eyes, because you watch as lightning bolts shoot out from her storm eyes and connect to her wings. And as she puts her hands down, you see that her wings are arcing into her gauntlet hands, and her hands are connecting. Like, she has so much energy within her now. This is like, it almost looks like this has empowered her and wounded her grievously, and you don't know what's going on. As Yorda and Skylar both kind of look to each other and then kind of begin to back up, you're able to watch as, not cataclysmically, but you watch as the top of the dam begins to crack and kind of shrapnel just a little bit. And then you hit the ground. All this happened within maybe 4 or 5 seconds, okay?
Oh my god.
And you take 13 points of falling damage as you land fully flat onto your back onto the wooden dam.
Rahi looking like a burnt chicken nugget.
My chicken nuggies.
God damn it.
Yorda and Skylar run over to the side of the dam, and they look over, and you're unable to see what they see, but Yorda and Skylar look to each other, and Yorda wielding his great sword, Skylar both of her daggers, they look over to you, and they look back, and I'm actually going to make a quick... No, I think in this moment, I'm not going to make a check for that. I think Yorda would run up to you very quickly and go and just say very quickly to you, "We gotta go."
Well, grab her and let's fucking go. You have a lot of explaining to do, mister.
We will talk about that later. As Rahi lands on the dam, and you watch as energy begins to... What would Rahi do in this moment? Give me 1 second just to see like what would happen here.
Oh
Yep, that's a 2. She's gonna make a bad call. Rahi... She lands on the walkway of the dam, and you guys are able to look back, and at this point you're able to hear like... And you're able to hear like, the dam kind of breaking apart a little bit. And you watch as Rahi buries her fist into the walkway of the dam and rips like 2 or 3 planks up. She's having trouble moving because of how much lightning is within her right now. And you watch as wings extended, she jumps just a little bit and flies down into the dam.
Fuck. How tall is the dam?
Tall's the dam about 100 yards.
Oh my god. Okay. Yorda, we need to go find her right now. Skylar, I imagine like, is Skylar like, trying to run away? Because I could see her trying to like.
Skylar is still with you guys because Yorda is still here. So Skylar looks directly at you because I can play Skylar better.
Yeah. Hello. Hi guys. We need to get down there. Quickest way possible.
You are Skylar on all fours, silently moves over to the hole in the dam as you guys kind of run after her. Looks down and goes, "We can't go down there." As you guys are able to peer off and into the dam, you're able to see that Rahi has planted her foot and one of her hands into a wooden wall. So basically, she's inside of the dam's structure right now, basically. The thing that's like stopping the water and letting only a key amount of it through for the canal system. And kind of posting herself up, she has one hand drenched into the water, like down to the wrist. And you're able to see her wings extended begin to shrink very rapidly as it seems like she's putting this current into the water.
8,000 fish just bubble up to the surface.
It's not great.
Sideways.
I don't know if this would require an insight check, but you remember like when she went and gave me that like extra energy so I could have potential like better perception check. Is it possible if I levitated down to her, I could do that same sort of connection? To like try and alleviate some of her energy?
Dude!
Yeah, you can do that.
How far down is she?
She may
'Cause
like,
I only got 60 feet of levitation.
30 feet. I'll allow you to go
Okay,
all the way
yeah,
down, then
yeah,
come back up
I'm
when
gonna
you're
do
done.
Yeah, that works. Cool. I'll be like, you two, stay right here. You're not here by the time I get back. We're gonna have some problems, all right?
Okay.
And I'm gonna hop back down.
As you levitate down, I need to get up different music. Is everybody still having a good time? I'm talking a lot.
Yes, Yes.
Absolutely.
Oh my
I
god.
apologize. This is taking so long.
Hush.
I love this.
You fly down to Rahi, and Rahi is and just unloading so much current. And actually, you're able to learn. I'll just because that's such a cool fucking idea. You're able to learn something. Rahi and water does not mix, as it seems like she is. Apparently, her touching this water is not draining the current that was within her from the lightning strike. This is draining all of the current in her, including her wings right now.
Oh Jesus. Okay. Cool. Good to learn. Sorry, I lost my pen. Oh, there.
You are all good.
All right, water.
Do you say any? So where do you touch Rahi? What do you say to her?
I think as I levitate down, I'm gonna put my one hand on her one shoulder as I start to come down and become eye level with her. I'm gonna say, "You trust me for a few minutes?"
She can't respond to you.
Okay. I'm just gonna put both my hands on either of her shoulders.
And in a split second, again, white hot energy shoots from Rahi into you. And the first thing that goes a little bit weird, first of all, that's such a cool fucking idea. Give me a con check with advantage and add a d6 of DM inspiration because this is so fucking cool. This is the her episode.
Sorry.
You're all good. You're all good.
You said
I love her
con
episode.
check?
Yep.
24.
24. There's so much energy being discharged into you right now. But you're able to keep yourself together. You're not faltering. And right now, to help Rahi to get her out of whatever pain this is, to help her get rid of this, you are undertaking at least maybe 25% of whatever current's inside of her right now. Rahi looks to you, and this is where it's going to get kind of weird, so try to stay with me here. Rahi, again, lightning is crackling all over her face. You're able to see her skeletal structure underneath her skin from all the energy and the light that's being caused by all of these conduit strands of electricity. And for just one moment before it all shifts, her eyes are not a tornado, they're not a storm, they're not a rain cloud, they're not anything, they're not any kind of weather. They glow green. And in the lightning strike, again, you can see her bones under her skin. In a second, when you blink, you see a skeletal man standing before you. And you're able to hear rolling dice.
What do you want? I say it out loud, see if you can hear me.
You say, what do you want? Now, just to explain again what this man looks like. He's a skeleton, a full skeleton. But he's dressed strangely. The green fire in his eyes is not unique, as it engulfs the entirety of his head. You see that from the neck down, he's dressed in beautiful attire. You're able to see a tight, strewn vest. You're able to see a purple shirt, elaborate black boots. You see a sword by his side. And then the strangest thing of all is that he's wearing a coat. He's wearing a red pennycoat with gold buttons. And only you'd be able to recognize this, because this is the same coat that you were wearing in Rahi's fear vision.
Oh. Okay. Does he say anything back?
He looks to you and again, with no indicators of emotion whatsoever, you're able to hear him say, "You've been gone for so long. I need my first mate back."
In Dogwood. And I say his name out loud, and then I'll be like, I don't want to come back.
You're able to hear his hand again. You're able to look at. He's rolling two sets of d6s right now. Like two d6s, and you're able to watch as like from side to side, his hand begins going up and down, almost like in rage. As he goes, "You wear the mark. You still hold the contract. You'll come back to me."
I'm going to turn to him and go, "What contract?"
The same one that crew had before you sailed out. You denied me that Goliath, but I will not be denied you.
Try your best to get me.
As Imdago, in this moment, saying that, you infuriate him. And instead of giving anything else away, similar to that vision you had in your nightmare, he reaches his hand out towards your throat. And before he is able to grasp your windpipe, you come out and you are able to see Rahi's hand plant against your chest. And in this moment, you would have to imagine that Imdago was acting through Rahi in this moment.
God damn it. Alright.
Rahi goes fully limp, and her hand and her foot come out of the dam wall that she punctured it into. And she's going to fall forward towards you. I'm going to need you to make...
You're levitating. It's okay.
I need you, because of Rahi being so heavy in her plate mail, I need you to make a DC 20 athletics check for me.
God. Unless this is a nat 20. No, it's not a nat 20.
Do you have a coin? Did you flip your coin
No,
already?
I flipped it earlier and I had
Fuck.
to hit a nat 1. I know.
As Rahi falls forward towards you, do you... So in this moment, there isn't even enough space. You basically need to make this call. Do you try to catch her, or do you just try to or do you not even have the bandwidth to try to stop her?
No, I'll try to catch her. We'll both fail. It's fine.
Just like what it was maybe 10 minutes ago, you try to put your arms under hers. And even though you're levitating, the weight is too great for you as you and have a moment of fear as that spell is broken and you begin to fall down. Not only do you fall down, you're able to feel as you fall into the water of the dam and are able to feel you and Rahi linked together fly out of the section of the dam leading into the canals. You fall maybe something like 75, 80 feet into water. And as you're both underwater, you begin to be swept away by the rapid current of the canal. But the last thing you can see before we cut away, you see the dam wall. As small little streams of water begin to emerge. And we're going to cut back over to everybody else after we take a quick break.
Oh my
Fuck you, dude! Yes, exactly, Kate. Exactly.
Guys, I don't think I'm one of the superpowers anymore. I think that's some of y'all. I think I'm just under a contract.
No, you. Oh, no.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Are we all still are we all having a good time?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kate looks like she just ran a marathon. Shaking the goddamn thing. Okay, we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good time.
Woo!
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 I nap right here. I take a nap right here.
We're back. Rahi and her are going to go for a bit of a swim. We're going to cut back to them a little bit later, okay?
Oh, yay, fun.
As they are taken by the current, as you just begin hurtling to God knows where. Everybody else, I'll change the music. You guys are having a happy time. How do I?
And nothing can go wrong.
Let me just lower that as loud as fuck. Okay, perfect. You guys are walking through whole stuff. Are you guys? So you guys are heading to meet Gilligan, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so to meet Gilligan, so Gilligan actually does have. All of you would know this. Gilligan does have a summoning system. It's a system to basically, hey, if we need to get you, how do we get you? And however, sometimes it's a dare of people to do it, like ding dong dishing, ding dong dicking. Fuck, ding dong ditching, where it can sometimes be a challenge for people to. And maybe you and your siblings, because, water genasi, being very adept at swimming into the aquastruct towards Gilligan's Island, towards his throne. There is a bell there that, if rung, he will respond to and come to join you.
And we have to swim to there?
No. So again, the aquastruct is used as a roundabout.
I can't swim.
So the aquastruct is used as a roundabout to transport materials throughout whole stuff and then get them as close to the district as needed, close to the nearest district they're needed to, basically. So you wouldn't have to swim there. You could get a rowboat. Now again, the aquastruct does have a counterclockwise current, so you wouldn't be able to just get in a rowboat and then just paddle directly there, but you would be able to get in the rowboat and then corkscrew your way to the center. Make sense?
Yeah. And just because I gotta ask, can we see anything that just happened in game?
Give me a perception check.
Here?
Give me a perception check, yeah.
Oh boy.
Word.
Perception?
I got
Yep.
10.
10.
9.
Natural 20.
20.
Oh my god. Mud knows everything.
Mud sees all.
And then all of what you get?
9.
9. Mud, a slight, as you've said, there's some druidic history there. And just for one split second, you kind of like grab towards like the center of your torso, and you're all able to hear like a thunderous strike, like a lightning strike, basically. But Mud, you get the sense in this moment that what just occurred, what you just heard, wasn't natural. And I'm gonna go as far as say with the nat 20, something that lightning strike was magical, and that lightning strike is not supposed to be here. Give me a history check and beat a 10. Because you got a nat 20 on that. Goddamn.
I'm gonna flip my coin.
Okay.
Come on, baby. Daddy wants new shoes. 11.
11. You remember it from the you remember it from when you were on the southern coast of the Mop. And you remember as the days just ticked by and melded into each other. You remember one day there was a ship torn in half on the coast. The vines haven't yet overtaken it, but your body needed to rest. And as you were laying there, your eyes open, the sun directly above you, you looked and it was a slight amount of respite from the torture that journey was.
Is this the Mop? Sorry.
Yes, so southern coast of the Mop, and you're looking south, okay?
Okay, got it.
And you just remember, for maybe a day, maybe 2 days, you just watched as from your left going right, You just watched the Fury. Its constant black cycloning hurricane just moved across the sea, just going from left to right. And it was hypnotizing in a way. But you remember bolts of lightning arcing off of it and striking the sea, and bolts of lightning striking up into the clouds, even on a sunny day. And for some reason on a nat 20, you think that whatever just happened there came directly from the Fury, and you don't know why. And then you kind of snap back to yourself after having that memory.
Are you alright?
I don't know. That was bad. That was really bad.
What, that lightning?
Yeah.
Define bad?
You know the great big storm in the center of the palm and the fist?
Yes.
It came from there.
Like the storm is here?
I don't know. The Fury has very specific kinds of nature attached to it. It's twisted and tangled up and crazy, and that came from it.
Is what Mud saw, is that in the direction of Gilligan's Island?
So I'm gonna say
way?
right. No, so that's an excellent question. I'm gonna say right now that you're approaching the southern side of the Aquestruct right now. The dam that feeds the canal system is to your northeast. So you'd basically have to pass by the Aquestruct to get towards where that lightning crack came from.
Sorry, repeat that?
So basically, essentially, it's either you'd have to pass by the Aquestruct in Gilligan's Island to get to where that lightning strike came from.
Okay.
Picture it like if Gilligan's Island is at 12 on a clock, then the dam is at like maybe 2.
Okay, so could we like potentially summon Gilligan and also check that out on the way?
You'd probably have to be pretty quick about it to summon Gilligan and then also rush to the dam. But I'm going to say, actually, as a DM, I'm going to say this right now. You can make a choice right now. Would you prefer to go to the lightning strike location, or would you prefer to go to Gilligan's Island and summon Gilligan? And I'll say it as a group decision.
Delilah doesn't have a dog in this fight. She's kind of just like someone you picked up, honestly.
Yeah.
She's here for the hopes of like getting something out of it, so she'll go with whatever you guys say.
If something's going on with the district itself, the head roll should know.
That's a good point.
Mud
Maybe Gilligan knows more about what's up.
Mud is just kind of standing there, staring at where it happened, his fingertips trembling. Just like this vacant-eyed stare as he's just like clearly not present right now.
Mud, I need you to use your words.
Dangerous. Bad nature. Sorry. I'm here.
What do you want to do?
I will wherever you guys go. Maybe we should get some help for it.
That seems like the right course of action. Can I make some kind of like... Would it be history just... Because we know that her and Rahi went to whole stuff. Would it be like a history check to be able to recognize if that came from them?
No, so I'm gonna say, so Rahi did say that they were going towards whole stuff, they were going towards the dam.
Oh, okay.
But I'll be honest with you, Kate. You probably know that whenever fuck shit is happening, her and Gab have to be involved in some way.
I know, but would Olive know?
Olive has been with her fucking shenanigans for months, yes, without a doubt in my mind.
That's true. I'm indecisive, so we're gonna take this to a coin. We're gonna take this to a coin flip.
Yeah.
Gab, would you like her and Rahi to be... Would you like the dam to be heads or tails?
Oh, we're heading. Yeah, we're heads.
Heads?
Forget about burying
Forget about
gaze.
blowjobs called heading now.
Okay, so heads, dam, tails, Gilligan. It's tails.
It's tails.
Oh,
We're going to Gilligan.
In
They're-
the
they're-
arms
they're confident.
of Rahi.
They're strong, independent women. They got this.
Her could do the underwater kiss where she just blows air into Rahi's mouth.
So how exactly Olive does... So how would Olive kind of like rationalize that to the group of like going towards Gilligan?
If anyone were to have any insight onto what that is or be able to fix it, it would be the head roll. And I'll be honest, we probably shouldn't be antagonizing any more head rolls while we're here. So I think, in comparison to the, I don't know. I think maybe he'd be a little grateful that we alerted him to the potential destruction of part of his district. That makes sense to me. I don't know if it makes sense to any of you.
I think that's a good plan. If anyone would know about it and know what to do about it.
Because it's not actively coming down, right?
No, well, you guys wouldn't be able to see that either.
Okay.
God!
Oh, Lord! Save the children!
Gotcha. Sorry, Mud, were you going to say something?
Okay, that's a good idea. Let's go.
All right. I will start leading the way towards the island.
Okay, perfect. You guys are able to find a portion of the southern side. You're able to find just like a very simple rowboat, large enough for about 4 people. Tior actually approaches it and goes, I would be happy to meet a head roll. Would you like me to come with you?
Of course.
Perfect then, not a problem at all. And Tior steps onto your rowboat, Cowrie still being shrunken in his pouch. Like a kangaroo.
Oh, it's so cute!
Little mouse in his pocket.
As you guys are able to grab onto the rowboat, do you guys kind of just like hop in and start going around the roundabout?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can Mud splash some water in his face just to help him
Absolutely. I'll say...
be present and like not go into flashback hell?
Yeah, not a problem. Yeah, Mud kind of splashing water on your face as you guys kind of push away, and the rowboat's immediately taken by the current as you begin to... And you can see like obviously like maybe like 4 large like shipment ships kind of like moving around as well, you know, some like docking and leaving away, others kind of just like rotating, like, you know, not being able to kind of hit their marks before they get a little bit farther out. Make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So just to check also, who here knows how to swim?
Sort of.
You fucking for real.
Cool.
I know how to
Mud
swim.
raises his hand, and on his hand
Love
you see,
that.
a little ring.
Aw.
Oh, okay.
I can do it with assistance.
Hey, it's not. That still counts.
As long as we stay in the boat, everything will be fine. In the worst case scenario, I can breathe underwater, so I can handle underwater rescues.
I don't
I can
even
float
know
on
if
my
I
back,
can drown.
But I can't swim.
Then you should stay in the boat, Delilah.
Yeah, maybe you should sit in the middle.
Oh, okay.
Also, does your chicken know how to swim?
Yes, actually. She's buoyant.
As you guys kind of just begin like kind of riding the roundabout, Delilah, I need a perception check from you.
Okie dokie. That can't be any. Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Hey!
Excellent.
So that's a 25.
Holy shit.
Nat 25?
Yes.
Delilah, I'm going to be very honest with you right now. As you're laughing and talking with Mud and with Olive, and as Mud kind of like holds up that ring, kind of spins it on his ring finger, you look at Mud's ring. And then you look past Mud's hand. It's a blur behind it, maybe by about 30, 40 yards. And you're able to see like, it's almost like the same like metal as the ring, kind of like moving behind his hand. And as you kind of just like focus your eyes very quickly on scaffolding, basically like surrounding the aquestruct used to like mount cargo onto ships, you're able to see Allatour snipers moving into position. And in this moment, as you see two of them stop opposite Mud, it's basically, it is you, it is Mud, and then it is these two Allatour snipers. You are able to watch as they stop and in a split second have longbows off of their back, knocking arrows and aiming them at you. You understand that right now Mud is acting as a human shield to you, and you need to make the call of whether you're going to push Mud out of the way.
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Mud just said that he can swim with assistance, right?
Mud also just said, I don't know if I can drown.
You don't know if you can drown?
I don't think I
Okay,
can.
there's no.
And I'm
there's
gonna say
no
no more.
time.
I'm gonna say no more talk. I need Kate. I need a decision from you right now.
It's okay.
I'm
It's
pushing
okay.
him into the water.
Ah! Let me get shot.
In a role play moment, I'm gonna ask for no checks. Delilah, you. And you push Mud out of the way. Mud, you are like 45 degrees out of the boat. You're like tripping over the boat. Olive, it rocks. Tior kind of like stabilizes himself as you look back and you see Delilah like slow motion pushing Mud out of the boat. Delilah.
Delilah was literally like, "Oh, does anyone swim?"
Yeah, can I point my gun at Delilah?
Do I fall in the water?
Oh yeah, you fall in the water, certainly. Mud, you hit the water. Olive, you draw your pistol and point it at Delilah.
Oh,
And in that moment, as you
God.
point it towards Delilah,
Ooh. Can I make a maturity check for Mud?
I'm gonna say no because I just want to get one more thing done. Okay.
The thing is an arrow to my heart.
Or a bullet to your head.
Whoever's quickest.
Whoever's first.
Can anyone swim? What the fuck is going on with you? What the fuck?
You guys have to take care of Dew after I die.
Olive,
She's
as you
just
point
yours.
your gun at Delilah, you have one sentence. What do you say?
Explain yourself now.
You are able to watch as two arrows hit Delilah directly in the back, and then Delilah, you're able to watch as those snipers, one hits you directly in the shoulder blade, and the other one comes down and hits you directly in the ribs, exactly where your cut is, as you take 39 points of piercing damage.
Oh no!
Is that our lucky number tonight?
Owie, owie, ow. Ow, ow, ow.
Holy
They're
shit,
not
that is
supposed to be able to
39.
do
Wait
that.
a minute. That's incredible. That's not incredible. You take 39 points of damage as music begins. As you are able, as Olive, you still pointing your gun at Delilah now bleeding heavily from these arrow wounds, you're able to see Allatour snipers in pairs, 2 on the eastern side, 2 on the northern side, 2 on the southern side, 2 on the western side. And behind you and in front of you, one of them coming up behind you and pushing off from the dock that you guys just left. One rowboat emerging out from one of the cargo ships, and another one coming in from the west, kind of coming down the general current. You're able to see 12 Allatour melee troops, rapiers drawn, coming directly towards you. The last thing that you're able to see is in a rowboat each, paddling with their great swords. You're able to see one woman in like golden armor. She has a ponytail back. This is not Shuri, do not worry.
No, I know it's not.
Clearly some kind of like Allatour, kind of like hitman commander. She's very broad. Her hair is like ponytailed and braided and like out, very serious. As she begins shouting commands in Allatour to these soldiers, clearly after Delilah. Olive, as you kind of have your gun still pointed at Delilah, you're seeing all this happen simultaneously. You're then able to look over, and from the opposite section of Gilligan's Island, emerging out, coming down the current towards you guys, you are able to see someone that you know, Olive. Delilah, you also know this person, but Olive, the relationship is a lot older. Bandaged all the way from the neck down for some kind of serious burn wound. Neck wrapped up seriously because of some kind of puncture wound. Shaved sides of the head, black hair, orcish tusks coming out of the front. You are able to see the Allatour mercenary Claude, who you met back in the well. And gurgles and shouts in an aggressive way, but the eyes simply say murder. Mud, as you hit the water and you begin, and yes, you can float with some assistance. I'm just gonna say that you kind of sink down maybe like 3-4 feet, just a little bit.
No, yeah. Well, it's the ring on his hand. That
Oh, okay,
allows
yeah.
him to swim.
So before that kind of like activates, before you like start using that, as you begin to sink down, you are able to see like all these figures, these like shadows begin emerging out and then kind of like showing themselves around the water, and you're able to look to the right, and I need a dex saving throw of DC 14.
That's gonna be a 3.
That's gonna be a 3. Mud, you take 8 points of force damage as under the water, hurtling towards you like 2 bullets, Rahi Liha and hers forms interlock, crack into you as they followed the current of the canal all the way to the aqueduct. I need everybody here to roll initiative.
Ooh, that is a hot. 18. I'll put it in the chat.
9. This isn't good.
9.
I have no spell slots.
Insane.
13, and Olive, what'd you get?
16.
16. I'm gonna write this down right now. Rahi is currently unconscious. I'm gonna make one con save for her to see if she gets up.
Oh, jeez.
One con save. I'm gonna say this has to be.
Did I stop them?
You guys are currently. So again, this is all moving. You guys are with the current right now. Again, because this is a This is a counterclockwise current roundabout. I'm gonna make one roll. This has to be a 12 or higher for Rahi to wake up. Hold
I
on.
always forget I have advantage on dex saving throws. Damn it.
That is a 5. Rahi is staying out.
Fuck.
And I'm gonna roll Tior's initiative right now.
Oh my god.
Tior, we need to talk. What is going on with you?
It's fine, guys. I have healing word. It'll be okay.
Tior got a 16.
Okay.
Hey, besties.
And with that, I'm going to then show you guys the map that we are going to be messing it up on.
Let's go.
Let me just get this into the chat right here. There we go.
Oh no.
That's your up.
And then
What?
And then I have to do a little bit of work on this because your guys' tokens aren't on there, and I do want to apologize for that.
That's okay.
You're good. It says
However,
I have to ask to join.
Oh yeah, I think I need to approve you guys to come in.
I'm already in.
If you guys are already in, then I should be able to go over to here.
Oh, fun.
And I can display to you the aqueduct and those
Look
that
at
wish to
that.
kill you. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
No!
Oh shit! I had
Don't
such
you fucking dare! It's only 10:15.
I have such a good move plan. Wait.
Write it down. Write it down.
I will.
Ladies and gentlemen, are we all having a good time?
Yes.
Yes. And yes, where are all of your Zooms? Why aren't they here?
I don't know. Where'd we go?
Well, I'll take it back. There we go.
There we go.
If I do this.
Oh,
No, that's not
goodness.
that.
You can use that one screen as like a memorial for when we
Exactly.
all died in TPK.
Okay.
Oh my god. Okay. Only 2 hours. It's gonna be easy to edit to shorter session, and then I cannot wait for next time. We got some
Play tomorrow, right?
we got some
play
combat
tomorrow.
in the Aqua Struck.
Hey, we play tomorrow, right? Right?
I work until 9.
Fuck.
All night long.
Working 9 to 5, and by that I mean 9 p.m. to 5 a.m.
To get to 5 a.m. Oh my god. What did we all think?
Oh, so good.
The
It's
dam
so
is
good.
coming down. It's coming down.
I need to lay down.
Can
Can I
Again.
just say, I know it was a super small moment that, like, amongst, like, really big, cool moments, but Olive going to Mud and saying, Mud, I need you to use your words was probably the only way you could have gotten him to speak in that moment. Like, holy shit.
So good. So good.
So good.
We love it. God, I hope my audio sounds good, because if I sound tinny, this is gonna
does.
suck.
No, you do sound you sound fine. No
I thought you were
echo.
saying you sounded really
you
tinny. I was like,
fucking
Gab, you
killed it.
asshole, tell me
Holy
now.
shit.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Jesus Christ, Gab, good job.
And
wow.
yeah,
Getting back
and-
into roleplay after not like doing it for a month is like, whoo, it's a lot.
I
But
know.
we're all good.
You did
We're there.
so good.
And I
You
am
were so good.
so excited for
Why is one of you named Cherie's Arms in the Discord?
That's
in
me.
the
Allatour.
Owlbear?
That's me. It's my username.
I cannot express
Wait.
to
I
you.
can't wait for us all to be named P-Boss.
Oh, that's a throwback right there. But yes, everybody, that was Palm on the Fist, episode 18. Get ready for next time when we have a battle on the Aquastruct. And I believe the name of the session that I have planned for that one is Aqueduct and Cover, which I'm very excited for. Everybody,
that's
thank you,
so good.
thank you so much for joining us. We love you all, and we cannot wait
Thank
to
you
see
for
you
coming
next
to the
time.
table.
Thank you for coming to the table. Peace out, everybody.
Good night.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Mwah.